So I've got a couple of questions here let me put these in context. They're from a friend of mine who has a child who is, I think he's probably 20, 21, inattentive ADHD.
Hmm.
Very late diagnosed. I'm not sure when, but maybe just recently. Went off to college. It didn't go so well, and he's now dropped out. And so these are questions from her. And she says, what are some practical ways for individuals with inattentive ADD to motivate themselves and deal with changing their entrenched behaviors after diagnosis? So this is an older child.
Okay, so there are two things well, more than two things to consider, but because of the late diagnosis, this now adult is likely to have a lot of self-esteem issues, right? That they've been struggling for years and years and years with no understanding of why can't I do what seems to come so easily to everybody else. And they've been, just continually labeled as forgetful, or you're not trying hard enough.
Mhm.
And they haven't had the benefit of any type of training to understand, well, sure, this doesn't come easily to me, but these are the 5 things I need to do in order to succeed. I need to use my agenda or my iPhone in a totally different way than anyone else. I need to set reminders. I need to put my keys in the same place all the time. Just little tips and tricks. They don't have those. The second thing to consider is, in order for someone with ADHD to really achieve like a greater success, the best path for them is one where they're passionate, because that passion will create dopamine, which will always help their prefrontal cortex. So if you love to dance, but you are a finance and accounting major because your parents think that that's, going to be a better breadwinner, you're not likely going to succeed in that, and you probably will drop out, and then you won't earn anything.
Mhm.
So really drilling down and understanding, what are this person's interests, and is there a way for them to go down that path instead of this, well, I got to go to college and I got to study, psychology because that's what I'm expected to study. Then if you can garner a level of excitement for whatever that path is, I would highly recommend, if someone has the financial wherewithal, to hire a coach, an ADHD adult coach. An ADHD coach, it's not a once a week session. It doesn't work. This person usually will be more of a daily, like 15-minute check-in, or sometimes even a text kind of relationship. But that person with ADHD needs what we call a scaffold. They
Mhm.
need, until they learn those skills we talked about in point number 1, they need someone on the outside kind of doing those skills for them and reminding them of those skills constantly, and really reinforcing that behavior until they can leave the bird's nest on their own.